hello. So I've been here in Mount Rainier National Park staying in Paradise for about 5 days now. Hi, I'm Christine. After starting life over in 2020, I'm using seasonal work to build financial security, experience new places, and most importantly, keep living life as a big adventure. Come along as I live like a local in desired destinations, spend time in nature hiking, backpacking, and living out of my car, and craft the trips of my dreams on a backpacker's budget. Last time I spoke with you, I think I was heading into the park and I was checking in for my work assignment. That day was a pretty short day work-wise. It was just filling out some paperwork, some onboarding procedure, and then for most people getting moved into housing. I was coming in pretty blind because I'm working in Mount Rainier National Park, but I'm not working here in Paradise, which is the most commonly visited area on the sort of southwest side, on the south side of the mountain. So I'm actually working on the northeast side of the volcano, working and living. It's a higher elevation. It's at about 6,400 feet, so I think it's about 1,000 feet higher than this. And it's called Sunrise Day Lodge, so that's where I will be working and living. However, that area is not ready for accommodation yet, because apparently all the water that is supplied there to the property is from a lake, and so the lake has to melt, and then they have to kind of make sure that it's potable water and that kind of thing. So it's looking like I'll probably be here 2 more weeks. So the day I arrived, they were sort of surprised by my need for accommodation. I think it was just an oversight by the HR department, which seems like a big oversight, and it wouldn't be hard to be critical of that. But for me, now that I've done a number of different seasonal jobs, I can have an understanding of how that can easily happen. Because, so here's the thing, working in these kind of seasonal gigs, you really have to be flexible. You really have to be adaptable and understanding. Things can change. They might need your help with something different. Staff can be short, and especially when you're working in a place that closes and reopens in the course of 1 calendar year, that's a lot to contend with. I kind of liken it to if you're a parent and your kid's going back to school, you're doing all the back to school prep and it's a really busy time, except it's not just one kid or a couple of kids. It is hundreds of kids. It's departments. It's a lot. It's a big endeavor. And so oversights like that are easy. You just have to be flexible and adaptable, like I said, and just brush it off. And so I got moved into staff hall temporarily for a few nights, and then yesterday they came to me and told me that they had made a mistake and that room was earmarked for someone else, and so kindly asked me to move into a room without a private bathroom, with a shared bathroom. But that's fine. I have my own sink in my room, and actually I much prefer the new room. Even though there's only one window, it just feels much more cozy. And yeah, the other room almost felt too spacious, too exposed, and I really like just the vibes in the new one. So I'll be there for about 2 weeks. I've spent my first couple of work days here training in the Paradise Inn retail shop, because I will be overseeing retail over at Sunrise. And then today I was off. I wanted to start a full vlog and stuff today, but I also had a ton of adult life admin to take care of. So I had to make a bunch of doctor's appointments and things for my winter job, my job that starts in October. Hopefully get all that done, because I'm trying to go to Antarctica, so I need lab work, doctor's appointment, dentist appointment, and all that kind of stuff, as well as I had to fill out a full medical history and everything. So that took quite a while today. And then just getting caught up on laundry and dishes and all that, because when I return to work day after tomorrow, I'm hoping to do some fun stuff and really like actually vlog tomorrow. But when I return to work the day after tomorrow, I will be down in the Ashford office for 2 to 3 days. So instead of driving back up to Paradise every day, I think I might just camp down there. I drove past a ton of really good camping near to the Nisqually Gate outside the national park, kind of still outside of Ashford, but I thought I would kind of sneak up on one of those spots and just camp for a few nights, save myself the drive, and also just explore that area. One advantage of not yet going directly to Sunrise is that I am on this side of the mountain for a couple weeks, and that will afford me the opportunity to get out and do some hikes and things like that. It's very much still snowed in, I'm sure you can tell. Also, that's Mount Rainier right behind me. But it will get me out here on these trails a bit more, since I will be a little ways away for most of the summer. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do some lower elevation hikes coming up and things, but I didn't end up having a ton of time to get out on trail. Also, I'm trying to upload a video and it's really slow. So I might have to come up with an alternative solution for that. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm just enjoying the view. So I have Mount Rainier behind me. You're probably wondering, why aren't you looking at Mount Rainier? Because I'm looking at the Tatoosh Mountains and Mount Adams. You gotta check this out. I'm at this great riverside campsite wearing professional attire. Strange thing to do, but let me explain. Well, I changed into something a bit more comfortable. So I'm camping overnight tonight off Skate Creek Road. It's in the Gifford-Pinchot National Forest, and this is Skate Creek behind me. It's in close proximity to Ashford, which is where I'm working. I worked today and I'll work tomorrow, training in the main office for the concessionaire company that I'm working for. It was a lot of information today, but all very good. It's kind of exciting to start getting in there and putting all the pieces together, and everyone has assured me that I will absolutely love working at Sunrise, so I'm super excited about that. I saw some photos of the property today, which was really exciting. It is still looking like it'll probably be another maybe 10 days or so before I head out there, but we'll see how that all plays out. So yeah, it's in their hands, and I could definitely have stayed back up at Paradise tonight, but I've decided to go ahead and stay here. I eyed this place while I was driving over to Paradise and thought, well, that would be a great place to go camp. And since I had to work down in Ashford for the next couple of days anyway, I thought it's a great opportunity to check it out after the workday. So I'm just gonna grab my chair. I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna relax. I feel so lucky to be able to come out here and do this after a day of work. Like, it's a work week. It's pretty cool. I definitely intend to take advantage of opportunities like this as often as possible while I'm working this summer. So, off to a good start. So it's actually just about 8 o'clock. Time for me to make some dinner. Taking a little shortcut. Chili. Yeah, I mean, it's not really cooking, it's just heating something up. But right now, the only sort of cooking device I have for camping is just this Jetboil. So heating up is pretty much where it's at this point. I mentioned in a previous video that I'm considering reworking my system, but we'll see how far I get with that this summer. There are other financial priorities. Okay, I'm all ready for work again in my business casual attire. No one will ever have to know that I slept in a tent on the side of the road last night. I don't think that there's a coffee place or anything in town. I kind of wish there was, but I think I'm gonna get out of this site and just get a little bit closer. I spotted some areas where there's some beautiful views of Mount Rainier when I was driving in yesterday. Those spots were occupied, but if they happen to be vacant this morning, I might stop for a little coffee or breakfast or something. Just not, again, prepping it out of my car. But let's go check it out.